In the heart of Delhi, a stark reality lies hidden beneath the surface. A place where the earth's embrace has been forsaken for a mountain of discarded dreams. Welcome to the Okhla Landfill, a monument to our indifference, a testament to the consequences of neglect. For decades, the Okhla Landfill has cast a shadow over this community, a daunting reminder of the mounting waste crisis that threatens to engulf us all.
अभी हम लोग ओखला लैंडफिल साइट पे खड़े हैं। हमारे पीछे ये इतना बड़ा कूड़े का पहाड़ है, आप लोग देख रहे हैं।
इस वक्त हम
लगभग
ओखला लैंडफिल
26
साइट
साल
पे
पहले
मौजूद हैं।
इससे 40 लाख मीट्रिक टन।
We embark on a journey into the heart of this crisis, a journey that reveals not only the monumental challenges faced by the community, but also the rays of hope that pierce through the darkness. As one of the three giant landfills of Delhi, the Okhla landfill has become a deadly pile of waste. In 1996, the site was commissioned for the use of South Delhi Municipal Corporation, with 1,200 tons of waste being dumped in the landfill daily. More recently, on October 11, 2022, National Green Tribunal imposed a fine of 900 crores on the Delhi government for undisposed waste, terming it an environmental emergency and a violation of citizens' rights.
We shifted because the proximity of the area was very nice, and a lot of it's very convenient to move around in South Delhi, and it's a very nice locality. But eventually the plant also came up, which we were not aware about, of course, earlier.
I moved in here at 1993, and this Okhla Waste Management basically actually started in January 2012. So it was a few years after we had moved, till 9-10 years, and it really came into the forefront when we realized that there's so much of pollution in Delhi, and this was adding to it. You see the pollution in Delhi, but you could see actually grey skies towards our part of Delhi.
Like, I would say the worst part about this is the smell that is generated when the plant is moving, and the working and the gases are emitted. Nobody, we can't keep our windows open because of the smell that comes in, and it's really bad even through the AC vents, and it gets very unbearable. There have been a lot of health issues because of the plant, because we know that the toxic gases that are being produced along with the when the plant runs, that is really harmful for a lot of people. And I have known personally people who have started having a lot of breathing issues and issues like asthma. Problem is not the plant emitting gases, but the plant emitting gases above the level that is recommended.
People started saying that we really need to join up together to get the expansion of this plant stopped, and we took part in it because they were complaining of their gadgets were getting spoiled. They were feeling the air was not healthy enough for them. They were having breathing problems. They were having lung problems. Then there were things like suddenly small things like the soot in their curtains, their homes. They could see the difference in their environment versus the rest of Delhi.
The attraction of scavenging animals to the landfill can alter ecological balances and lead to increased health hazards for them, as the articles may contain substances like plastic or may be contaminated by hazardous toxins. However, there is a sliver of hope that this mound will flatten into the land it once was before. The Thekan WTE plant has increased the waste processing capacity at Okhla alongside the composting pace. With it already having increased from 200 to 300 tons per day, more space will mean a faster pace.
अगर 15,000 मीट्रिक टन डेली डिस्पोज कर पाते हैं तो मुझे लगता है दिसंबर जनवरी तक हम अपना टारगेट, इस कूड़े को साफ करने का टारगेट हम लोग पूरा कर लेंगे, और यहाँ पे आसपास के लोगों को भी यहाँ से निजात मिलेगी। यहाँ पे एक बार जब ये पूरा साफ हो जाएगा तो
चीज़ की डिटेल समझने की, किस स्पीड से काम चल रहा है, किस स्पीड तक बढ़ाया जा सकता है, कितना समय लग सकता है, इन सब को लेके तो मैंने सबका मुआयना भी किया है। देखा है कि यहाँ जो एमसीडी ने अभी काम शुरू किया है हाल के महीनों में, उसमें और स्पीड
So
अप
first, I'd like to introduce Mr. Umesh Sriram. So he's the proprietor for the National Resource Management Resource Services, and he's the director of the OIKOS Water Management Private Limited. He's the trustee as well as the director for the Samriddha Vasundhara Foundation. He's been a solution provider since year 1997 for more than 120 organizations, which include various NGOs, corporate houses, educational institutes, housing societies, hospitals.
We have made up our mind. We have prepared a mindset in last 3 decades, three and 4 decades, that urbanization is equal to development. To extend the urban areas in nearby villages. So for that, agricultural land is converted into non-agricultural land. But we require agriculture for our daily needs, for food. So the forest cover is converted into agricultural lands. And in extending the urban areas, in the end, we lose the agricultural land, we lose the forest cover, and moreover, when when the population is concentrated at one place, there is a burden to give them the primary facilities, infrastructure. The most important primary facility is water. After land, it is water. So to provide water, we have to build dams. Dams for not for irrigation or agriculture, for drinking purpose of the people in the cities. So urbanization, the one term, it includes depletion of forest cover, land loss, habitat change. And because of this, the questions or the problem is becoming more and more complex. So industrialization is not the only answer for development. We need to have balance between agriculture, environment, and the industrial development. If all these go hand in hand, then only we'll be having a great future, or we can say sustainable future.
2019, we all started a protest march. So obviously there were emissions, which they were detected apparently a year after the plant had been put up, a few years afterwards, that there were certain emissions, which is why the clearance got cancelled. So exposure to these fumes were going to, they're harmful materials. So they are going to be impacting us when we are not even realizing what are the chemicals which are going inside the body.
Landfills adversely affect sanitary workers' health as waste from different corners of Delhi is transported to the land site and is managed by them. They work at landfills without proper personal protection facilities. Since solid waste leachates produce greenhouse gases and other toxic chemicals, most workers suffer from various diseases like respiratory, dermatitis, eye redness, and vital organ defects.
At one end, we are using more energy to cool the atmosphere inside the building, and that results into increase in the temperature in the atmosphere or outside the building. So if you are using solar as well as windmills, that is renewable energy resources, then the environment will be cleaner, the energy will be clean. Okay, so in transportation, use of electrical vehicles is definitely a good idea.
What are some steps you recommend individuals, communities, and policymakers take to mitigate the negative impacts of urbanization based on the environment?
Water is the most important natural resource in which we face problem. That is water scarcity throughout the year to 3 months in a year. But there is water scarcity in most of the urban areas because as the lifestyle has changed, the requirement of water has increased, but not the storage of water. We have the same rain, we have the same watershed development structures. The dams are silted, most of the dams are silted. So, though the dams overflow in rainy season, they dry in April or May in peak summer. So, for that, what we suggest and we practice that In urban areas, each property should do rainwater harvesting. So, for that purpose, you can use the water from these natural resources or resources like borewell or well or tube well. If you recharge that by the rooftop rainwater, definitely the borewell or the resource will not get dry. We need vegetation patches from grasses to trees. There are different strata of vegetation, and we need all these small patches uh, spread all over the city or a town, so that will create or that will fill green color in that particular town, which will help in getting fresh air, noise reduction, and temperature fall in
If left
temperature.
as it is, the landfill can impact soil quality in the surrounding areas. What's more, garbage pickers who work in the polluted environment of Okhla may come into direct contact with toxic substances, leading to skin irritation, respiratory problems, or more serious health conditions. The Okhla landfill scars run deep, echoing the environmental crisis we face. But together, we can rewrite this story. Turn your grief into action. Join hands with local initiatives and NGOs to restore our environment. Your choices matter. Embrace responsible waste management, demand policy reforms, and create a ripple of change. Let Okhla inspire transformation.